What's going on, y'all? It's your boys, Georgia Bros 5. And we're coming to you live with another recording, back again for the very first time. It's your boy, Channel D, a.k.a. If my mom asks, bro, I'm a virgin. All right.
Wow.
This dude.
And I'm joined by my brothers, as God is witnesses. Please introduce yourselves.
What's up, y'all? It's Joshy. I do that right?
Yeah.
You like that?
That was good.
Yeah.
I like that. That was good.
Well, hey guys, it's me, dude.
Wow.
Did I do that right?
You're such a hater.
You are
Yes,
ugly.
Yeah, I like that one, though. I like that one.
Trash. Boy, yes, sir. Oh, man. And welcome back to another edition of our podcast, guys. This one is going to be about the 2020 film Project Power. And it recently released on Netflix August 14th. So just a little background about the movie. The movie's runtime is 1 hour and 51 minutes, and it had a budget of $85.1 million, which sounds about right, I guess. I don't know, I guess. The reviews are mediocre, but I think our views as movie fans differ a little bit. So, what did you guys first impression when you heard about what the film was about?
Super excited.
Yeah.
First impression?
Yeah.
When you
So I
thought
was
about
superpowers?
not
What?
first impression of the movie, but first impression when you heard about what the movie was about.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, excited.
Mm-hmm.
I love powers, man. Powers go.
Yeah, that is
Powers
like
go.
my favorite junk. I love powers. A common topic I've always had, just in meeting people is like, oh, you could have any superpower. What would it be, man? What would you do with it?
Mm-hmm.
Like I love hearing about that. I love seeing what people's heads at. So
too.
yeah, then
I love hearing people lie about what they would do with their powers. I love
They
it.
be lying.
I didn't save everybody.
Shut up. I'm robbing a bank off of it.
You telling me you got Superman powers and you gonna save people? Okay.
You're not gonna get rich?
Yeah, right. You gonna be broke saving people?
Right. You go tired of saving people for free.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Still gotta work
You'll
in 9
start
to
taking
5.
Still gotta work 9 to 5.
Right.
You must be fucked up if you think I'm working 9 to 5 while I got superpowers. You gotta be fucked up.
Facts, but no, they would give me
Oh my
superpowers.
God. Don't do that, man. So yeah, my first impressions, I thought it was gonna be pretty good. I looked forward to it. As you guys said, I love superpowers. I love Marvel, DC. I love just the idea of regular people getting granted powers and seeing what they would do with them. This movie, though, is a little bit, for y'all that haven't seen it, obviously, spoilers. It's about essentially a drug that's a pill that gives you powers, but it's only temporary, about 5 minutes. So you have to acquire them from either a dealer or some other source, or be, I guess, the maker. I don't know. But there are a lot of different powers, and it seems that the powers in the movie are based off of animals in a sense. But I think it's a pretty cool concept. Would y'all take one?
No, absolutely not.
Exactly.
Not at all.
I had a discussion with a coworker, and I was like, "Yeah, I'll take one." I was like, "Bruh, I saw that one nigga
You
blow
can
up.
literally explode.
I saw that one dude blow up. I was like, nah, I'm
Some people wow.
right. I was like, nah, I'm good. And there's a couple of guys in the movie that look absolutely fucked up. Okay,
Yeah, like,
Machine
I'm
Gun
not about
Kelly,
to
the
take
fire
something,
dude.
enjoy it for
Right.
5 minutes, and then be ugly for the rest of my life.
Right. Nah, I'm good.
I'm good on that.
That's
Dang.
dead.
Now
What's
that y'all saying that, what's crazy?
What's up?
Like heroin and crack.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People take that junk to enjoy it for 5 minutes. I don't know how
And
long.
lose their teeth.
Crack
Meth.
lasts. But yeah, all of that hardcore junk, they'll take it for however long of enjoyment and then start looking effed up and are addicted for the rest of their life. Some of them take bad batches and get killed on it instantly just to enjoy it for however long.
Right.
So it's interesting that I guess when the side effects are shown a different way, like your body actually just exploding after ingestion, it's like, oh, F no, I wouldn't do that. But then some other people were like, oh, there's a possibility I could die if this was a bad batch, but maybe it's not. It's just interesting that you think about it a different way.
Yeah. I'm not taking one. That's for sure. Okay.
All the way dead.
I would be remiss if I didn't mention the actors in the movie. It stars Jamie Foxx, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, and Dominic Fishback. Man, I'm telling you, I enjoy watching Joseph Gordon-Levitt on film. And Jamie Foxx, he's a good actor. Jamie Foxx, I think, obviously is one of a very high-profile, versatile actors. I think he did a really good job in this movie. I enjoyed
everything.
Yeah,
comedy, music,
drama.
Come on.
He can do it.
Yeah.
He can do it.
Man does it all, man.
He does it all.
Really
man.
dope.
Very multi-talented
they need
guy.
to put Jamie Foxx show on Netflix.
I see you. Yes. But as you said, I want to ask you guys a different kind of question about this. Do you guys like these type of not so traditional superhero movies?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
That's true.
Traditional is played out. Like, I want to see some new junk. I want to see people go at stuff a different kind of way.
Right. I enjoy these movies. Movies like I got my first feel of a not so traditional superhero movie when I first watched Jumper. Came out, I think, 2000, 2004, sometime around that. I don't know if you guys remember or not. It's essentially about people who can teleport, essentially. And one guy gets the power to teleport, finds out he's a jumper, which is like heavily,
hated on,
super hated on. People like, well, not that they're hated on specifically, but there's a company that hunts people who are jumpers, and they with extreme prejudice. Okay,
that's how much hate they had. They had to make a company to find these people. Just like, how dare they be able to do
that I can't do?
Jumping?
Right, and
you're not supposed to have this. You gotta die.
And the movie
with this special sword,
right? It was really good because
they was tripping.
It highlights that. And what you would do with that power if you were a jumper. And I guarantee you right now, I would do what he does, and I'd be robbing banks. So 100%. Movies like Jumper, this movie Project Power, Hancock, Brightburn, those non-so-traditional, I'm a superhero, this is Marvel, DC type of movies are really good.
Brightburn started off real traditional.
Very much so.
It jumped immediately.
Yeah, if you haven't seen Brightburn, man, and you enjoy Project Power, I think you should go and watch Brightburn. I don't know what platform it's on. If it's on Amazon Prime, Hulu. I don't think it's on Netflix.
It's on something.
It's on something, but it's not on Netflix. Yeah, go check it out, man. It came out 2019, 2018,
something like that.
Yeah.
I think it was
2019.
Essentially, Brightburn is like the story of Superman if he wasn't a good guy.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, I enjoy that movie a lot. So you guys definitely go check one of those out, man. If you guys enjoy Project Power, man, like you said, get in the comment section, let us know. But continuing on that, what you guys think about the story?
I didn't like it.
Yeah. Ooh, okay. What specifically did you not like?
I thought the base of the story was a little done and redone. Oh, they got my daughter. I'm gonna go get her. Mm-hmm. And that was pretty much the base of, that's what drove the story. I just didn't like it. A little lackluster.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what about you, Darius?
And I thought it was okay, but I thought it was real shallow.
Mm-hmm.
Like they didn't dive deep enough for me. Maybe it's because I've been watching so much anime lately. But I mean, there's a few good TV shows, but anime has a real good way of getting deep down into characters and emotions and to lock
in the
you
first couple episodes too.
And lock you into whatever it is.
Right.
This one thing that kind of stuck out to me, they never mentioned his wife or the mom. The mom. And I'm like, so he's this superpower person, he had a superpower daughter, y'all didn't mention the mom at all.
That's a whole sequel probably waiting to happen.
Nothing. I was waiting on that. I wanted to at least see her. Did she die giving birth or something? Just anything. And they didn't even mention that. I didn't really like that. I'm sure some people will see that this is kind of reminiscent to My Hero Academia.
Okay.
Slight spoilers. In the last the latest season of that, there was this little girl, and they were pretty much taking her, blood samples to make bullets to take people's powers away. Because in that show, people already have powers, so it's kind of like the inverse of this. So I thought that was interesting, but yeah, overall, I just thought the story was kind of shallow. It was like, I love Jamie Foxx, but I'm like, he has the ability to make people feel. I feel like they should have maybe written it better, or maybe the director should have got more in depth. Be like, nah, I don't want it like this. Do this so people, feel this way or something like that. But
yeah. And if
I didn't like.
Go ahead. No, you first. Please, I insist.
Okay. I didn't like that there wasn't like a big bad in the movie. It was just
that one
regular people was just taking pills, and they were like, "Hey, I can do this now," and they were still getting ran by people who were just regular, like Jamie Foxx and what's his name, Homeboy was just running people, like, and they weren't even taking their pill, like, it was just so weak, like.
I mean, there are, I guess, really three characters that stick out as antagonists as far as powers, and that's Machine Gun Kelly, who plays this fire guy, Inferno type of guy.
He died.
He's like a mini boss in the very beginning.
I'm surprised they killed him off. They
Chris
Brown.
Yeah, like
they Chris Brown stomped the yard.
They did. Oh my god, they really did.
He died instantly, bro.
They were like, "Hey, MGK in the movie," and
he's gone. Then there's the guy who's in charge of some of the pills or whatever. He ends up like transforming into like a half Hulk type character.
Yeah, and he got offed immediately.
Yeah,
and the same thing with the dude with the beard. I was like, okay,
and the dude in the beard who has super strength,
and he died too.
He gets offed also.
Yeah,
like they all died so easy, and I just was not feeling it. Like I didn't get attached to any other character.
Shotgun to the chest and dies, right?
Huh?
What?
What was it? He catch the bearded guy. He catches a shotgun to the chest and dies, right?
Yeah, he was like, "Oh, I was
he was
mad
super
that we,
strong,
caught you with no problems," and I was like, "Okay, here you go." And he got shotgun to the chest.
He got offed
1 minute
with extreme prejudice. Okay,
the most he did was beat down some doors.
That's it. That's really it. He punched Joseph Gordon-Levitt one time, or Frank one time, but Frank had his pill and he had super durability, so he just took that and then got shot and died. So that was like my gripes with the story is, like you guys said, it's that whole like, yes, it's set up as a guy who's a former soldier trying to find the source behind this drug lord giving out.
So that's what they made it seem like at the beginning, and I was so down for it. I was like, okay, he's looking for who's making it.
Right? Yeah, just cut me off. Yeah.
My bad.
No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
But yeah, and then it got super focused on just him
on his daughter,
trying to find his daughter.
Yeah, and I was like, don't get me wrong, like that can be cool if done correctly, but this isn't what I want to see. I felt like they could have gone so much better and more differently with a route that really focuses on a drug lord regime, giving out these pills, and then you get into it, the government's involved and they're using the pills to test it on people, general populace, and all that kind of gets thrown to the wayside. And like even the part that really bothered me was there was a part of the movie when they were in New Orleans and Frank puts Major in the cop car to take him off, and this is right after Major and what's that girl's name? What's the Robin, yeah, thank you. When Major and Robin find out that they're actually testing the drugs on people and the government's involved, and all that big, oh my gosh, there's like the giant, machine behind this whole entire thing. They put him in the car with Major and Frank, and then the whole time, Robin's trying to plead to Frank not to lock him up because he's trying to find his daughter. I'm like, there's more than that. Like, there's specifically, you just found out, Robin, like, there is this entirely whole different aspect of things, and you're, like, not even mentioning it. Yes, they did mention it so that they can have a long conversation afterwards, but for a person to not mention that after just finding that out, and this person that you're talking to works for local law enforcement, you would think that they would want, that would persuade them to not, turn him in. But
yeah,
so that's one part.
I thought it was going to shift right there.
Yeah, I did too.
To really open up the plot, because I think it was still a good bit of time left for them.
That's about what
to kind of change the direction.
about 2/3 in. Yeah, they could. That was like the mid movie like type of twist type deal. It was like I said, it was good. It was good. I enjoyed the movie, but there are some narrative directions I feel were misplaced. But like I said, I mean, it's with any movie. There are some really great concepts that aren't carried out, I think, in the best fashion, but that's movie making.
Yeah, I enjoyed it overall, though.
Yeah, I did too.
Cool.
After I watched it for the second time, I liked it a lot more.
Oh, we watched it twice?
I liked his.
Okay.
I liked his final scene. You know, I thought that was cool.
That was a cool power.
Yeah, I thought that was really
cool
dope.
I was like, oh, this man broke.
Oh yeah.
So that was cool. You know, I think they were dumb for not shooting him, but I guess they wanted to take him. And yeah, I guess my biggest gripe, like I said earlier, was that the movie was just too shallow. Like they didn't go in depth enough to make it entertaining or engaging enough for me. Like they didn't even in movies like that, you would think, oh, well, if they're harvesting something from this girl to make these pills that, you know, we would have got, you know, the scientific breakdown from somebody, like could have brought in a dude with a lab coat, be like, oh yeah, we need this, you know, from this, you know, part of her membrane or something. This is the gene that creates it, and and when I splice it with this is what creates this. This ignites it. It has to be ingested a few seconds out. Like I wanted something
deep,
it was
like a lore to it, you know?
Yeah, there was no substance.
Yeah.
Yes, they didn't break down anything.
We have this pill, but my daughter. Okay, all right.
Yeah,
nigga.
My daughter has powers. They took her. Now everybody can have powers. Like. That's weak.
Right.
Like,
I felt
need
like
to know why.
Yeah, I felt like they really could have revealed that she is the source of the powers a little bit differently. Like I feel like they could have really done that better. It was just like, where did they got it from? And that was it.
Right.
I was
and
like,
it's like, okay, like
right?
talk about it a little bit more, please.
Can we please expound upon this, please?
Let me know.
Oh my gosh, man. I mean, let me ask y'all. Oh, go ahead.
It was so many opportunities for them in the movie because you know he was trying to sell it to the cartel, and there was just so many chances where it could have been like, okay, like this actually is a bigger problem because there's no telling how many meetings he's had like this.
Right.
You know, like he done sold it to people all over the world by now, and he's just like, all right, but where's my daughter though? Like it's like, okay, like I got it. They got your daughter. Go get her.
Bro.
And then what really made me mad
Robin be like, but he has a daughter. I'm like, shut up, bro. Shut up.
That junk was ugly. But it made me mad at the end of the movie when Frank was like, all right, you know, so you know, is this it? And Jamie Foxx was like, yeah, that's it for me. And it's just like, you gotta help. Like you got moves. Like you can help.
You got you got that power, bro. Nah, you ain't going nowhere, dog.
He was just like, yeah, I'm out.
Right, like,
and he rode off into the sunset with his daughter. I thought that was so cheesy.
Right, and like the part that he found out about the whole entire, you know, government being involved, he was like, we have to stop this. And then got his daughter and then said, fuck it, I'm out. Like I mean, I guess like
I guess technically like, oh well, that's the source, so they don't have it anymore, so it should be stopped. But that's more so lack of them not explaining it again. Like if you would have explained like what they took, do they have what they need now? Can they make copies of that? Do they still have samples of your daughter?
Right.
Like I don't know what actually made it. Like they stayed way too surface level for me.
Yeah. I got about 3 more
for a 2-hour movie. Like they kept it so basic.
Right. It was fun, but still, I would say I got 3 more points for me personally. The first point is I really want to congratulate them for bringing Henrietta Lacks to the forefront. I have a medical field background, so I have done research on Henrietta Lacks and how her cells were taken without permission from her and then used a lot still today in the forefront of medicine, and how they are just now. I think it was just a couple years ago. And this was like, but the 80s or 70s. I can't remember when it was when they took her cells, but they are just now financially compensating her family for what they did to her and took from her without anyone's permission. And that was really cool for them to bring that up and put that in the movie. to actually, 'cause that's a real true story. So that's really cool.
That went straight over my head. What was that about?
Henrietta Lacks.
That dude was trying to justify what he was. Well, you mean the movie? Or
well, she had brought it up. One of the characters brought it up in the movie and talked about it.
I can look it up offline.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. So yeah, if you haven't heard of Henrietta Lacks and how her body, her cells have helped push medicine in the 20th century, 21st century, look that up, man. It's really cool. One of my things I wanted to say was, so you guys, I'll probably hear a lot about the ongoing debate about who's a better actor, Jamie Foxx or Will Smith. I don't want to get too involved in what I think about them specifically as actors, but what do you guys think, since they've both really done superhero movies now? I mean, of course, Jamie Foxx did Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, but now that he's the forefront of this movie, what do you guys think about Project Power versus a movie like Hancock?
Well, that's another podcast.
I don't think they can be compared.
Mm-hmm.
I think Hancock had a lot more freedom in his movie.
Mm-hmm.
And they had a better direction too.
And he had powers the whole time. He got to just grow. Like, they actually showed growth and stuff throughout the movie. This movie didn't have any growth. They
actually explained like his powers, where they came from, why he lost his memory. They explained so much to make that movie whole
very
and complete.
In-depth.
You cannot compare it to Project Power.
I guess it's not a podcast. So
it's not. That's the podcast. Man. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for coming to our TED Talk. I enjoyed it. I actually should have written it down. I actually forgot my third point, but it is what it is. But yeah, I wanted to bring up the Henrietta Lacks and bring up. I remember now. What you guys think about the Robin and her musical, pursuit endeavor? I guess throughout the movie. Did you guys feel that cool. Sub story was? I personally, I don't really care for it.
I mean,
I was like, it's there. Yeah, it's cool. I will say that the part in the veterinary clinic where she rapped was kind of cool, but everything else I was kind of like, can we just not talk about it anymore, please?
I thought it was fine. Like, it's any point in the movie that you can bring up, you can say that they didn't go deep enough into anything for you to actually have an opinion on anything.
Right. Because I was cool with it. I thought she was good. I liked her style or whatever, like the way she was dressed in drag. I thought it fit the character they were trying to mold or whatever. And she had bars. I was like, this is cool. But pretty much like you said, they didn't go into it. She literally rapped maybe 3 times, and that was it. That was the extent of rapping that they did. Like, there's nothing to really even think about it. Like, they
didn't give any background on why she was interested.
She want to rap because she thinks she's good at it. She rap get some money. She got 100K now, so 100K.
I feel like the freaking news reporter did a better job at tying things together. You know how the person on the radio would come in and be like, this happened in the New Orleans last night and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
He did a better job in the whole movie.
Do you guys think there'll be a sequel?
I hope that there is a sequel or a prequel before there's a sequel.
Okay.
If they do anything, it needs to be a prequel so they can really hammer out some of the stuff.
Yeah.
And then they can make a sequel.
I think if there is a sequel, that Robin will take a pill.
I don't think she needs.
I don't think she needs.
They want to explain why she did, so
I don't want a sequel.
You want to be one-off?
I'm kind of done with it.
Okay. Okay.
There was something interesting because I was doing some research on the movie. I saw a critic say, and I'm paraphrasing, that people have trouble with these type of movies because, like, the superhero genre movies, because there's like no material, like imagination is limited or something like that. What do you guys think about that?
I disagree.
That's dumb.
I think that's really stupid too, because like,
I mean, this movie
The Boys, for example,
that
is literally the Justice League. The same exact powers, take minus like Starlight or whatever her name is.
Right.
Like, minus her. That's a new power. I don't think anybody has that in Justice League, but it's basically
Jubilee. Goddamn.
Yeah, it's basically the Justice League though.
Yeah.
But the plot, they made something great.
Right. I think that's very substantial.
And I think that was like a really bad thing to say.
Yeah, and even
It
if
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, even if their point was that, oh, all the powers have been done, they have not. Like that's the beautiful thing about powers.
There's
Like
so
literally,
many.
it can be anything. Like
Yeah,
Anything.
literally
anything can
anything
be
you
It's
a
just your
want.
power.
imagination.
Yeah,
I
like
think that was said
my
by somebody who's not a fan of superhero movies.
powers
That's
are
just
Yeah,
it.
or just don't
make-
understand the superhero genre
make wood.
in itself.
Yep, just wood. I can shoot
I
wood
can
out
just
of my
shoot
hands.
wood out of my
I can
hands.
build houses and John.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
He said he building
I
houses.
was-
What a refined superhero.
Boy Woods does that on My Hero. He
Yeah.
shoots wood.
Like,
That's good.
yeah, why not?
Pseudo woodle. But
Like,
yeah,
My God.
yeah, I feel like that was said by a person who doesn't like superhero movies. And by the end of the day,
Yeah.
I feel like there's a
Heroes
lot of
used to be-
substance. There's so much lore in the comic books, and a
Sci-fi.
lot of it does get transferred to film. And I think there is a deeper meaning behind a lot of things. It may not always be well laid out, Project Power, but there is a lot of substance in a lot of other movies. Movies like Watchmen, a lot of our Marvel movies that we enjoy. I think there's a lot of substance in those. So I feel like that was just that was a statement that I disagree with.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I think that pretty much wraps up everything that we want to talk about Project Power. So if you have watched it, please, like we said, get in that comment section and let us know what you guys feel about it. Or if you guys have a different kind of movie that's not DC or Marvel that you guys prefer over this, or what you guys want to see us talk about next. If you have any super awesome interests that you think could be relayed well in a podcast format, let us know, man. And like I said before at the beginning of the podcast, please unsubscribe and resubscribe and hit the notification bell. If you enjoyed the video, if you liked the video, leave us a like, man. And if you aren't from around here very often, you want to be a part of the Georgia fam, please hit the subscribe button, man. We tell you, we got
Georgia
the
fam.
Georgia
It's official.
fam. It's official. Look, man.
Hey.
If one part of the GF, the Georgia fam, please hit
GF.
that subscribe button. We got you. I'm telling you, weekly podcasts are coming. Season 2 is going strong. We got renewed for that, and the money was good. I'm lying. It's not real. So, so please stick around, man. We appreciate it. And with that being said, man, as always, thank you. And we'll see y'all in the next video, man. Peace.